Hello guys, good day and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jude the Precious, and in this video I'm going to be telling you about how I was able to make 7 A's in my WAEC. So stick around. By the way, I'm currently a fourth year medical student of University University and I'm from Imo State. So let's begin. So I was able to make 7 A's in my WAEC when I wrote my WAEC in 2021. The same year, I also wrote my JAMB and I scored 281. So I'll be telling you how I was able to make 7 A's in my WAEC. So starting from, I wrote marketing, economics, civic education, English language, mathematics, agricultural science, biology, chemistry, and physics. So let me start from marketing. So for marketing, I had a particular textbook in marketing that my brother gave to me, but I've forgotten the name. But personally, I'll be recommending essentials of marketing. So if you're in SS1 or you're SS2, so just try and get essentials essentials of marketing, or if possibly just get a good note, a good comprehensive note from your SS1 to SS3. It's going to help you. For past question, I didn't really use past question for marketing, but we were doing thorough revision of past question in our SS3 with our marketing teacher in our SS3. So I was able to do some revision, some a good revision. And we had a very and I attended a private school from my SS1 to SS2, but because the school I attended in SS2 was not accredited to write WAEC, so I moved to a government school. The government school was modern secondary school GRA. So that was where I wrote my WAEC, and we had good teachers. Like each teacher takes each subject, compared to the private school where a particular teacher might take three subjects. For example, when I was in a private school, one teacher can take chemistry, physics, and mathematics. But in that in that government school that I attended, one teacher has to take each subject. You have biology teacher separate, you have chemistry teacher separate, you have physics teacher separate. So that was one thing that helped me, and that was one advantage that anybody who attends a government school has. So let me go to economics. I had essentials of economics textbook. So from time to time I usually read it. I usually used it because we had a variety of topics for economics, and I also had a good note. I also had a good note for economics. Then for past questions, yeah, there's a past question I used for economics. You can, but I didn't really read it that much, but I read it to some extent. So I'm recommending essentials of economics, and also you need to have good notes, and you need to you need to you need to be following up the classes. So before I continue, let me talk about a brief story. You might be wondering how was I even able to get 7 A's? Did I plan it or did I not plan it? So let me give you a brief intro before I continue talking about other courses. So for my SS1, I had always wanted to do well from my SS1. I wanted to make sure I entered school early, and so I would get admission easily. So that's why for my session I tried to follow up the lectures, the science, because I know I'm a science student. I was good in my basic science subjects in junior secondary. So that's why I entered. I loved science. I tried to do my as much as I could in maths, and although I don't like further maths, but I like maths. I like biology. I like chemistry. I like physics. So those are the courses, and I don't like English, but I just have to do it because English is compulsory in JAMB. So you just have to follow up the classes and also try to comprehend. So so in my SS1, I tried to I when I was attending that private school, I tried to do as much as I can to be getting good grades in my in the schools. So I was always taking first, and then for SS2 I also tried as much as possible to do my best, and I was in my SS1 I took second only once, then in my SS and the rest was first. Then in my SS2 I took first for the three terms before I moved to modern secondary school where I wrote my WAEC and NECO. So you just have to I was just eager to do well. So the one thing that can distinguish you is that you just have to be eager to do well. So then let me continue from civic education. I also had A1 in civic education. I had A1 in civic education. For civic education, um in that my private school, I had a very good civic education teacher. Whenever she's teaching, she will explain her topic very well. Her name is Mrs. Irene. Maybe in case she's watching this video, she will she will comment. So yeah, so I had she was teaching us civic education and CROK. So she was taking two courses. So that was one thing that helped me. And they also had good notes. She was now in our school. Your notes in that private school that I was attending, your notes comprises of 10 marks of your CA, of your continuous assessment. So that's why I tried as much as possible to get a comprehensive note, to always copy notes in class and also comprehend. So I was able to comprehend, and I got. And then but I didn't bypass question for civic education. I just used my notes. And then when I got to that government school in SS3, I also I also comprehended with the lecturer, because we also had a very good civic education lecturer that will tell you what likely questions that you might see in your WAEC exam. She was also always telling us how to tackle how to write our answers when we are being given some kind of questions in our WAEC. So let me move to English language. For English language is said not to become is not like it's not predictable, but you need to know some certain things in English language. Like you need to know your antonyms and synonyms and many other things. I would have gone into detail, but because I have other things to do and I'm not at home, so I would have brought out some of the textbooks that are in my house, but I'm not at home. I'm in my clinical hostel. So maybe I'll talk about each subject. I will talk about each subject expressly in a new video. Maybe in a new video I'll talk about each subject expressly. So I also had I had I had a past question for English language. I had a past question for English language. But one thing that helped in my English language was that when I went to that government school in modern secondary school in GRA Port Harcourt, the our English teacher, her name is Mrs. Chikodi. So I was always going to ask her for to to give me an essay to write so that she will mark me. She's an external examiner. So and and she was really good. She whatever she was teaching, she taught it very well. She recommended a particular textbook for us, but that textbook, I think I've given it out or something like that. It's no longer with me. I would have shown you the textbook, and it's not even here. It's at home. So that was one thing that helped me. If you're in a government, if you're in your school and you have a very good teacher, you can ask her to be him or her to be giving you comprehension, like to be giving you tell you to write about a particular essay so that he or she can score you. That will help you a lot. Then for maths, I had always loved maths from my SS1. So but I had past question for maths. Having a past question for maths is very important because it helps you to develop your speed and accuracy. So when answering maths questions. So I got A1 in maths. I had I had I had a very good maths teacher in my SS1 and SS2, and then also when I got to SS3, we also had a very good maths teacher. His name is Sanams. So for maths, I'm recommending general mathematics 1, 2, and 3. And also, if you have essentials, I had essentials personally, essentials of mathematics, which comprises of your courses for SS1, SS2, and SS3. So if you have essentials, so you can also use that one. But in that my SS3 class, our lecturer our teacher recommended general mathematics, that he was going to be giving us exercises on it. So I had to get it, so that I would comprehend with the. Did I get it? No, I did not get it. Whenever I gives assessments, whenever I gives questions on it, I'll copy from somebody that has. Wait, okay, I had general mathematics at home already. I had it at home, so I used that one. I used the one that I have because my brother had, so I used that one. And I also read my past question. I practice past question. You need to practice past question for maths because to help you to develop your speed and accuracy. So then for agricultural science, when I was in SS1, SS2, the person that was teaching us agricultural science taught us both agricultural science and biology. So I was quite good at agricultural science, but I didn't. Yeah, yes, I didn't like it that much, but I had to do it. Then for my SS3, we had a very good agricultural science teacher. Her name is Mrs. Doris. Her name is Mrs. Doris. So she taught us very well, and I was so inspired by her teachings. Like, she taught us very well in agricultural science, and that was how I was able to develop interest in agricultural science. And I did not write further maths again. I just chose agricultural science instead. And then I bought a WAEC pass question for agricultural science. So that was another thing that helped me also. So I bought a WAEC pass question for agricultural science in my SS3 class. So for biology is another one. Now for agricultural science, I did not have a textbook. I only had past question and I had good notes for it. So then for biology I had essentials of biology. Then then in my I had essentials and modern biology. I had both of them, so I was using both of them. Um, I was intertwining both of them. So if you have either of them, just utilize any one that you have. Then I also have past questions for biology. I have past questions for biology. White past questions for biology. So is very important. Past questions are very important. Then for chemistry, I had Oseyo Ababio. Chemistry, I had C4 in chemistry. I think the reason why I had C4 was because of the practical. So sometimes the practicals in all this chemistry and physics, they're not that predictable. They're not that predictable. So I think the practical was quite difficult. The practical was quite difficult. Then for physics, for the chemistry, I had past question. I bought past question for chemistry. Like past question for chemistry, my SS, either my SS1 or SS2. Either, yeah, it should be SS2 that I bought that past question for chemistry. I bought a past question for chemistry, and I practice personally. And then for physics, I got B3 in physics. Physics, I loved physics from SS1. I was always doing well in physics. I was getting good grades in physics. Then in my SS3, we had a very good physics teacher. His name is Sachika in Modern Secondary School, GRA Port Harcourt. So yeah, he taught us a whole lot, and I had essentials of physics and piano kk. So piano kk physics is also recommended. It's a very good textbook that can help you. Then I also had past question for physics. I had past question for physics. Like past question for physics. So these are the materials I used, and so I'll be talking about strategies that you can use to, like, let me talk about three factors that can help you to also do well. One thing that you need to know is that you need to sometimes you need to believe that this thing you can actually achieve it. If you're watching this video and you're in SS1 or SS2 or SS3, you just have to develop passion for your science courses, your core science. Know those courses that are your jam subject combination for you to get admission into the course that you need, and then develop interest for it early, so that when you get to SS3, it's very easy for you to smash those courses in your jam. So that's one thing that I advise. You need to develop passion for the courses that you for your core courses, and then you need to believe that you can actually achieve excellence in your academics, and then you need to work hard. You need to work hard for it. You need to work hard for it. It cannot be that factor cannot be emphasized. You need to work as hard as you can. You might be maybe doing one thing or the other, maybe for your parents, maybe you can be helping them in their business at the maybe if you're from a humble family, you're helping your parents, but you need to also put in that effort in your academics, because your academics is very important. There are some scholarship opportunities that are available, and they will be asking you for that you need to get distinctions in your core science subjects, in your core subjects. Like you need to get, like even for you to get admission, you need to get credit passes in your WAEC. So you need to actually develop passion for those courses that you're offering. Then you just develop passion, believe in yourself, work hard towards it, and then those are the three things that I advise. Then also you have to put God first. You need to put God first in all you do. You need to acknowledge God. You need to, because God can sometimes what you write self is not like, sometimes grace actually works for us. Grace is very important. So you need to try as much as possible to pray and also reverence God by worshiping him as much as you can. So these are the factors. Just develop passion for the course, believe in yourself that you can actually achieve excellence in your academics, and then you need to you need to work hard, and then you need to acknowledge and reverence God in all you do. So I'm wishing you success in your WAEC examination, and the sky is your limit. The world will hear your news. So thank you for watching, and God bless you.